Hello everyone, we are going to take an abridged look at faculty orientation. So this just includes the highlights, some odds and ends for getting connected to more resources, as well as just an overview of NICC's orientation, technology platforms, and any odds and ends in between. Throughout this, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to our instructional design team, as well as you can click on any of these links for more info. And so, for example, we'll get started here. We always want to make sure to start out with a blessing. And so beginning our orientation, we go about things in that good way. And then from there, we do our introductions in the chat. This next section that we're going to focus on in orientation was really taking a look at learning more about our chartering tribes at NICC. And so this is the Omaha tribe, which I opened this link, as you'll see right up here. And it'll bring you to the NICC website with more information about the Omaha tribe, as well as how to connect to the tribal website as well. And then also the Isanti, Dakota. And so a big thank you to Wainima and Red Wing for sharing, as well as Kim Murray for sharing about the Pawnee Nation. As you'll see, NICC has additional site locations as well. So South Sioux City campus and Pawnee Nation College are additional locations, and Pawnee Nation College, a separate institution, but NICC is very fortunate to be able to collaborate with them as well. And as we scroll down, you'll also see you can link directly to NICC's website. And then we wanted to point out a couple updates and announcements for this semester in particular. One is that this link will bring you to the college calendar, the college catalog, as well as the academic calendar. And this is brand new, so there'll be new policies, procedures, and of course, any information that may be relevant to your courses as well, or to your students. And then you'll also see we have a reminder about student orientation, August 17th, first day of the semester, Monday, August 22nd, as well as the $1 per credit hour promotion and final grade bonuses for degree seeking, certificate seeking, and dual credit students. You'll also see a link here that will share information about COVID updates via our public information officer. And so the CDC and the Northeast Nebraska Public Health District are linked here as well. On our second page, this is really taking a look at NICC's platforms. And so there is a variety of technology that we use at NICC, but this can kind of give you an overview of what's what. So for example, our Outlook is basically our NICC email and our calendar. This is our primary point of communication. And in addition, this also links to our students' calendars. It can help us create virtual meetings, and it also allows us to have cloud storage. So you can save your documents and access them anywhere you can get logged into your NICC email. And so your Outlook may look similar to this right here. And you'll also see this links to tutorials. So if you have questions on creating virtual meetings, you can click this right here, or OneDrive, or any other items in blue here. The next tool we want to take a look at is Empower. And Empower is our student information system. This is where, as a faculty member, you can take a look at your course roster, entering in weekly attendance, and then there's also additional locations for you to submit midterm and final grades. It's also important to note that on Empower, attendance is a requirement at NICC as an attendance required institution. And this is really helpful for us too. If we have a student who may not be present a couple weeks in a row, it'll send out an early alert to their student service advisor to help get a hold of them so we can ensure that student can get connected. And you'll see this is what your Empower login looks like here. All of this information you can also find linked directly to the website. So this is a great place to kind of jump into those different platforms. Canvas is our kind of main location for orientations and also for any online coursework. And so we have our employee orientation, student orientation, and the NICC faculty group. So in these examples, this is really where you can troubleshoot any questions you may have on the employee side. The faculty group is really focused on faculty and instructors at NICC. And then you'll also notice that this is where you submit your syllabi, textbook orders, and it's really kind of our one-stop shop for all things faculty related. You'll also notice too that this is where you can set up your own courses, and we'll talk more about that in a second here. The other item we're going to take a look at is your Canvas blueprint. And so this is where you can kind of get a template to help you get started on your courses. So for example, if I'm teaching Intro to Sociology, my blueprint is going to pop up and it's going to give me kind of a template to create my course. So You can click on these tutorials to learn more about that blueprint, which includes a lot of best practices, important due dates. It's really an outline to help you get started, as well as information about copying a prior semester or course info. Another technology item that may be helpful for you is setting up virtual meetings. And so in the virtual meeting space, we primarily use Microsoft Teams because it links directly to the student's email. So in other words, if they can get connected on their email, we can get them set up with Teams. So it's kind of our one-stop shop. In this example, it also links to our calendar, and then there are tutorials about how to host a meeting. You can also access course recordings, and then also how to download Teams. Additional items we may use include Zoom, as well as for those of you who are on campus, you may also be connecting via virtual teleconferencing. And so there's also some additional information in the faculty group and employee orientation group as well. And so we'll make sure to help you get set up there. Some other items that NICC has is information about supporting our students. So we are really fortunate at NICC to have a variety of tutoring services. One is we have math and science, developmental math lab instructors / tutors for math and science at our Macy, South Sioux City, and also Santee campuses. And so those folks are also a great connection for our PNC and online students. And these individuals really help students if they want to come in, sit side by side, do virtual connections, but especially for math and science, this is an amazing resource. We also have a team of writing help desk folks, and so they can really help your students develop their papers, improve those writing skills. And then one that has been a little bit newer development is our Tutor Me online 24/7 tutoring service. And so in any Canvas course, students can click in to get connected, and this service is completely free. They also have a writing lab included, and especially if you have a student who may be working on their homework after hours, right, it can be a great way to get connected. The other piece you'll see here is Morningstar Counseling, and Morningstar Counseling offers counseling services to NICC students. They offer in-person as well as telehealth counseling, and they've been an amazing support service for students and also for NICC employees as well. So we encourage you to utilize their services as well. And so to conclude our orientation here, as far as an overview, you can also see that we have an educational access team. And so this group is really a connection of people that really want to help support our students who may have additional accommodations or may need additional support in the classroom. And so we have a team that will help you be able to support those students in providing accommodations in your classes. It is important to note that our process has changed slightly. So you will be receiving, if you have a student with accommodations in your class, you'll be receiving a letter which details what those accommodations are for the student. And it is important to note that this is 100% confidential. But with that info, that will be a great tool and outline to help you implement those accommodations. And please reach out if you have questions there. You'll also see we have professional development opportunities at NICC, which include courses such as Native American Studies courses, education, and technology courses. And of course, there's a variety of everything in between. We highly recommend that our faculty are continuing their own learning progress as well. And what better way than to connect with our students, know their needs, their communities they come from, as well as improving our own educational pedagogy as well as technology. Additionally, you'll also see there's some great incentives as well. One is the Green Initiative incentive, and this really focuses on, for those of you who are using an online textbook or using custom Canvas curriculum, it's an additional $600 per course, provided that course fills, which saves NICC time, money, and also distribution of textbooks. So this is a great way to kind of have us, go green at NICC. Additionally, we offer an online teaching professional development incentive, which is up to $300 for those who qualify, and it's a great way to expand your professional development skills. Also, our courses are $1 per credit hour, and there's also final grade bonuses. But again, this is only for degree, certificate seeking, and dual credit students. But please be sure to tell your students this as well. And we also have an employee tuition waiver. We also offer workshops and trainings, and so this will be varied throughout the year, but it's a great opportunity to connect. Or if there's a particular topic you'd like to see, please feel free to reach out to our instructional design team. You'll also notice at the very end of this, there is additional resources. And so these tools allow you to customize your virtual space, whether that's creating a background or setting your profile pictures, really having that instructor presence. You'll also see a pre-semester course checklist, a Canvas quick reference guide, as well as a contact list and advisor contact list. And so these just may be helpful documents with you throughout the semester. And so other than that, typically we'll break out into our groups for our department teams. And you'll see here, these are kind of the folks to connect with. So for carpentry or skilled and technical sciences, Cody or Quiddy, early childhood education, Jackie Hahn, general liberal arts, Zeke Brummels, general science studies, Hank Miller, paraeducator and pre-teacher with VG Rajasekar, large group, which is a mixture of business, Native American studies, and human services. And that's until we get those positions hired for division heads. So please spread word too. But we'll be connecting together in the meantime with Megan, Chrissy, Carrie, and Kim. If you do have any questions on any items here, please feel free to reach out. We want everyone to feel comfortable heading into fall semester, and we're very thankful to have each and every one of you as part of our NICC family. Thank you very much.